Hello, and welcome back to the Druidic Stormcloud channel. I am going to be playing Dungeons of Sundaria, and I'll be talking about things that have happened in my D&D campaigns while I play. This seems like a good combination to me, at least. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the game. There we go. I forgot that my headphones for the controller were not plugged into it because I was adjusting stuff. Alright, Spider Crypt. We'll start it over. Now then, let's talk about the first 5th edition character I made. Oddly enough, it was not a druid. It was, in fact, a warlock, a great old one warlock even. A half-elf, great old one warlock. Good combination. Was recommended by the Dungeon Master at the time. It was a group I found at a comic shop that let me join in with them for a while. We'll get to the, for a while part here in a bit. With the fact that I didn't really know them, I decided my character... We'll get into my character's details a bit later, but I decided my character would pick the character that was nicest.
Have you come to join our queen?
And...
No? I see then.
Well,
I accept your decision.
Basically,
she always needs
them
nourishment,
around.
which is quite unfortunate for you.
I mean, the mentally unstable Great Old One Warlock archetype was... It seemed like a good opportunity to ties to the party. He sees X character as a true friend. And unless explicitly and overtly betrayed, will continue to do so.
Step away from that. Wait. You're not one of those filthy dark moons.
Wait, there was
What have
thing.
we here?
Hang on. I just remembered I had noticed something when I was talking to some people. Alright. Good to see you again. I'm guessing you found something new again. Right.
I hear you want adventure, fame, and
Complete this
fortune.
quest.
Be seeing you. Good luck. Good to see you. Goodbye.
Because that was... Right. We can now craft those. Let's see if anyone else has any quests for the dungeon we are going to now. Oh! You're back. Well, I heard you be up to great things. I'm sorry for being grumpy last time you came by. I'm feeling much better now. Since you're helping everyone out, I have something I could use assistance with if you were interested.
I only
Well,
speak
yes,
to group
well,
leaders.
of course you are. It starts long ago and has to do with an old adversary of mine named Iroh. Iroh was a powerful wizard. Time and time again, I ran across him, and he always sought to defeat me, but he never could. Once vanquished, he would vanish, and years would go by until I saw him again. Since the last time, I've heard nothing of him or his whereabouts.
Get away from my table, newbie
Can you
scum.
help? Let me tell you how I. How can you help? Let me tell you how. I overheard Kara telling Commander Kent to beware of Iroh Coldlight. And now, I never knew him or Iroh by that name, but there can't be too many Irohs around. It seems he has finally allied himself with evil, and in doing so, may even be able to defeat me. I am in no shape to aid the town, but if you could defeat Iroh, it would be a major setback for the other side. If you can defeat him, bring me proof, and you shall be rewarded.
Great heroes. What's
Oh,
proven
I
impossible
beat him
is but a
already.
trivial task
Excellent
to such
work.
as
Defeating
yourselves.
Iroh is no easy task, and you've proved more than capable. What happened when you defeated him? He died? Oh, goodness. You didn't really defeat him then. Did you retrieve anything from him? After defeating him in the past, I was able to retrieve essence from him in order to hide it, which kept him at bay. For a dozen years or so. Well, no matter. Let's hope this does the trick. Thank you again for what you've done.
Looking for a group of adventurers. Farewell.
Yes.
Okay. No other
BC.
quests?
Hello. Farewell.
Didn't think so.
Hello.
Good to see you. Farewell.
Oh no, you're just the
Good to see you.
cosmetics guy. Alright. Normal. Resume. Okay. go. So, the half-elf warlock that I had was... Well, the campaign never really got anywhere to my knowledge. They just stopped meeting at that location. And I was not able to join in after a few sessions. Alright. But I was able to reuse him a few times, not quite as a DMPC, but more as a... He exists, and this is his goblin minion running this magic item shop for him. Chance that it could be seen as a DMCC situation, but I don't really put any emphasis on him at all. And besides, it gives me an excuse to have a goblin and a top hat and monocle as a shopkeep. That's the main point there. Sure, my half-elf warlock is a bit vindicated by the fact that they now own an interdimensional magic item shop, but the fact that a goblin named Spree is the shopkeep is better. I really try to make it seem like the owner is busy at the moment. And you could talk to the owner. He could help you with your quest. You could go insane from it, though. Kind of situation. So, does that count as a DMPC? They don't get involved in the campaign at all unless the party seeks them out, acknowledging the cost that could be incurred by them. There we go. So I don't think that this warlock counts as a DMPC. And the PvP part makes it that they actually have to be involved in the campaign, right? And they're just a background character, really, that the party can seek out if they really want to. I generally try to include them in every campaign, but the current one I'm running doesn't have a connection to any realities beyond its own, so I reasonably cannot do so. So that magic item shop is not possible to include. I need to think of a different way for my players to be able to get their hands on a lot of different magic items. The benefit to this, though, is that 2 members of that party are artificers. So that should be a viable option. Okay, and anything else in here? Doesn't seem so. Oh, there's that. Okay. Doesn't seem there's any enemies though. That's what I meant. Alright, and loot. Nope. Alright. This way. Alright, there we go. But, yeah, that was my first 5th edition character. I think my fallback to Firbolg Druid actually happened in a Adventure League campaign. I had started off as a Hexblade Warlock, may have been a bit too edgelordy. So, they were a Hexblade Warlock, of a servant of the Raven Queen, and honestly, I was a bit of that guy with that character. Okay. We're getting plenty of enchanted fragments. And this magic axe is doing great. Alright, and okay. Okay. And that is the next way to go. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And we've got this. But yeah, that edgelord was eventually just abandoned in a town. And that was fair. So I rolled up a verbal druid and just set him up as a... I was told this is a problem and I need to fix it. That's pretty much when I realized just how broken druids actually are. I believe I had rolled him up as a Circle of the Dream.
You should have joined us when you had the chance. I, Grand Lord Dark, shall offer you to our queen. The elements are mine to command. My beloved queen, she will enjoy devouring you.
Alright. Here we go. Got that. And... is that the right way? No, that is the way I came from. Which means that might be the right way. No, this is still there. Oh, that way. I see it now. But yeah, I made up that druid. I was able to get the healing out a lot, and the damage output of druid is awesome. Aside from that, other characters I have made is I did make a half-brow swashbuckler pirate in a one-shot. Some serious quotes, or some great quotes from that character are: they saw a person, or they went to investigate a town that no one has heard from in ages, and saw a single person just standing in the middle of the road, not moving at all. My worry here is that this is some necromancer bullshit. Necromancer crap. And it was. There was a little bit of metagaming, but I tried not to because I knew that the DM for that one shot loved Resident Evil. And then sitting with the wizard after the fact, everyone having survived, surprisingly, honestly. We need to get the clerics, we need to get the paladins, we need to get that place locked down and burned to the ground. We can rebuild after. after the entire place is holy ground. Things like that. I want to play that character in an actual campaign at some point. Oh, wait. I almost completely missed this. Alright, there we go. There we go. Nope. Okay. But that is a flaming spider. Okay, and what the heck? Oh. Before I wanted to. Okay, I beat it though. So, all right. Let's see. What else should I talk about? Maybe about the one DM I had that was a bit of Monty Python stuff. So I knew that no matter how ridiculous the character, I could actually use them. I didn't abuse that too much. In fact, in one of those campaigns, I actually did go with the druid. A human druid of Circle of the Shepherd? No. No, it was Circle of the Dream. No, it was Circle of the Shepherd. I was going for a White Mage Summoner to feel for him. With a scholar background, though. I want to actually have that character continue, because as weird as that campaign was, what happened in it is ridiculous. So we actually do have a bit of a D&D horror story with this one. As one of the other players, not the DM, they were great actually. Ridiculous, funny, not serious in any way, but great. Now the Sundaria. The fact is, one of the players had their brother, another player, were an entire situation. A half-orc sorcerer that would always get up into the thick of it. For whatever reason, their stats were practically all 20s. The DM had trusted us to roll on our own, though I did roll in front of them. And, this is why I bring up various options for the rolling, and when I start up a campaign. And honestly, they had had more hit points than they possibly could have, even if they were a barbarian at the same level with maxed out constitution. But that wasn't the problem. At some point, they got separated from the party, and when they came back, they decided to throw barrels at my druid and then tried to kill him. And then eventually succeeded because the other party members didn't want to get involved. My druid responded to his attack by healing himself and trying to get away from him. At that point, my character was the only healer in the party. So, in response to them not wanting the healer, I made the most anti-healer character I could. A Shadow Akai. And the bucket that was on the head of the guy we were initially hired to hunt down and kill, not the half-orc sorcerer, and that actually left the party after killing my character.
The time for my revenge is nigh.
Okay. But yeah, that campaign eventually fizzled out.
Our
And
queen
but
does
when we
not
found the
allow
guy that we were
failure.
hired to take down, he had a bucket on his head. And my character, wanting to be sure we were getting the right guy, removed the bucket to confirm the face of the person they are hired to terminate. Yep, it was the guy. I was told later that the bucket actually gave him +2 to his AC. Alright, and oh, there we go. There we go. So, yeah, that was my own little malicious compliance to the fact that they killed the healer. Now, part of that lies with a miscommunication from the DM and an overreaction from the party. So, what happened was my character didn't trust exceptionally silent minds that were murdering people that talk. So, instead of staying in fantasy Paris, he decided we should probably camp outside, and I agreed. So we camped outside the town, and we're not going to interact with that town at all because we literally saw a guy get lynched. So just for banging his thumb with the hammer and explanation afterwards. Yeah, so that was a place that my character did not want to be. And, well, while camping, a mime approached the camp. And, my character immediately went to execute said mime, because that is beyond suspicious. And he did have a magic sickle at the time. Potentially evil. But it wasn't a problem at the time. He was trying to figure it out. Pretty sure he didn't know it was evil at the time either. And none of the party even knew it was magic. Only he was aware of that. So if that was a factor, then what happened next was definitely metagaming. They were all upset about my character killing the mime. And my character pointed out, we are camping in the middle, or a ways away from town, in the middle of wilderness, specifically to avoid these mines. And this one shows up and approaches our camp. They have to have ulterior motives at that point. Right? Boss, without even realizing I did. Now, I was a little focused in there. Like I said, that eventually died out. The DM wasn't at fault, people that joined up after weren't at fault, but the party was upset about me having killed the mime that approached our camp outside of town, like a mile or so out. Within walking distance and not too far, but not directly in the way of town. Just common sense type stuff. And when the sorcerer that acted like a barbarian decided to attack my character took a defensive stance until he was at about half health, and then he tried to attack and run, but by then it was too late. And when he went down, the sorcerer, who acted like a barbarian, didn't hesitate and outright executed my character. The rest of the party did absolutely nothing but watched. Okay. And up here. Using potions, but yeah, that was the entirety of that character. And there was a time with that character when they were fighting a metal golem that had been sealed away in a church. Nothing we were doing was hurting it, and it took down character after character easily. Or it was hitting for a lot. We were too low level for it, really. But that led to my character deciding, well, me as a player, I decided to give a wisdom saving throw on these things.
Forsake the queen.
She knows you're here. I can help you.
Oh.
The Queen will stop at nothing to serve her master. She curses her own kind. For him.
I mean, I probably could have gotten a quest to fight that thing out of it if I had talked to it. But yeah, that was everything that honestly, well, the wisdom saving throws, right? I thought because I was in a boss fight, but I made a wisdom saving throw for, does this character think he can win this fight? It was a situation of how is this character feeling at this time? Nothing we do is hurting this thing, and a very low roll. So yeah, no, we cannot win this fight. We can't beat it. So we told the party we have to run. After finding some NPCs in the church that were still alive, they explained that the golem was originally sealed away. And if we follow XYZ method, it can be sealed. I decided that was a chance for another roll, because that's not beating the thing, that's sealing the thing. That was a natural roll. So, yeah, we can seal this thing. That'll work. And he was determined to see this thing sealed away, which they did. Honestly, haven't played a paladin yet, and honestly, I feel like a paladin character might actually be a good next character to play as, if I can roll up the stats for it. A bunch of different characters that I have in mind for different campaign ideas, or possibilities, even. One of the things I enjoy doing outside of playing as a druid is I like to take a stereotype, place it on the table, and then hit it with a hammer until something new comes out. There we go. that is everything here, so we can continue on. Poison is dangerous, but it's manageable. Check. Okay, that is poison. Alright, so throw those on. Bracers. That is all of that. So, talk to this blacksmith. Gonna sell all the common items. Okay. Okay. Now, salvage all of them. Alright, there we go. And if you had been able to grab those, I think that would have been stealing from the guy. Don't question why there's one here, but that's a blacksmith. Man. More recently, I'm sort of a semi-forever DM. I say semi because there are other people capable of running campaigns in the group I'm in. What? We can break the wall. Both of them. You. New Perceptor. New Breacher. A Watcher. That's probably the way forward. Okay, we defeated this. There we go. Gauntlets of Resistance. Nothing there. Okay. This way? Okay. All right. This one. Okay. I even noticed that they actually have the ones that are not the way recessed a bit, like that. I just didn't notice the difference there that time.
Run! None escape the queen.
That changed way too fast. Okay, we're respawning and trying that again. Alright, Death Slayer Cloak and Epic Essence. Okay. And there's nothing here. This is odd. Okay. So I have a lot of characters stored up for future runs. Many a campaign have fizzled out. I'm not a perfect DM or anything like that. I tried to run Strixhaven. I wanted to include portions from Ghosts of Saltmarsh as well. So I included a coastal town just outside the academy. About an hour by carriage. And honestly, I feel like that was a good addition. And that was not the source of why the thing fell apart. In fact, one of the players in that game had ferrets, so instead of the giant weasels that we called for,
I will fall before the queen. You deceived me.
Okay. There we go. And okay. Cleric's Hammer of the Beast. Oh, there's the treasure. Which means that's the way forward. Which means there is not a way forward this way, but it could be treasure. Okay. Okay. And this way to see if there's, yep, things like this. Okay. Oh. In here, huh? Sorry about that. And this is the entry room. Okay. Oh. Okay, and all right, let's keep going. All right. Now then.
We don't bite. Well, maybe just a little. Play with us. Join us. Hey up. Kia. I will serve the master in death.
Leona is done. Victoria.
Play with us. Nothing is delicious. Taya! The queen will consume you.
Alright, they were problematic. Let's see now. this is actually better, and it's a great sword. Alright, let's go this way. You are right there. Okay.
I am deceit made flesh, the shadow that stalks you. Your nightmare come alive, and now you've entered my web.
Okay.
We are only getting started. However, did you manage to come this far? We are only getting started.
You defeated the queen. There we go. You're alive. The queen is dead? The queen is dead?
Good to see you.
This is sure to make the front page of the city of the Daily Mail. A truly unbelievable. You've saved us. Here, I thought I was sending you to such a barren swamp, and you have delivered our salvation. Thank you, Dumarbella. We will be forever in your debt. Alright, we got epic essence and gold.
I've seen blacksmiths'
Dumarbella.
apprentices that look tougher than
Dumarbella,
you.
word of your endeavors will spread quickly across the realm. We have some news news reports that you may be interested in. New reports that I know that is news. interested in hearing. A lot is going on. We have begun to take in refugees from the swamps that you liberated. A large number of goblins, too. It seems many of them were under the Queen's spell. You should rest now. Visit Shamrock and get a warm meal. Come back and see me after if you want to help out more, or some more, even.
Finally, a legendary group that can make.
Welcome back. We missed you around here, but it's great knowing you are out there protecting us. I don't know what we can do or can repay you. Or I don't know that we can repay you, but we will always have a warm meal for you. As for the rest of us, Lena's doing better. She keeps to herself most of the time, though she is still having a rough time with the loss of Oliver. She puts on a smile, but it's been hard. Anyway, here's that warm meal. Let me know if I can get you anything else.
Name your difficulty. Pleasant travels.
Greetings. Pleasant travels.
Hello.
Hello. You're back so quickly. Were you able to get a meal at least? Good. I've got some news for you. Kara scouts have returned with information. The swamps and the grasslands remain secure for now. It's time for us to begin venturing further to find reinforcements. The addition of the goblins has already started to bolster our ranks, and people have renewed hope.
Imagine you are in
We
a
need
no-win situation.
To
This is worse.
renew old alliances. I could use your help in reaching out to the people of Myrdal in the north. The town primarily resides near a frozen lake inside a great ice cavern, the icy depths. King Duskborn and High Summoner Gabriella are among the mightiest wizards in the land. They draw their power from the heart of the north, a powerful magical item. They guard within the cavern. We could use the king's help keeping the grasslands secure while we focus on the swamps.
Name your difficulty.
Dumarbella, head to the icy depths and speak with Duskborn. Bring the king's seal back as a sign of their commitment to help if possible. Convince them to use the heart of the north to aid us. Let him know that the Guardian's Crossing will send support as soon as we are able. Thank you, Dumarbella. I look forward to your swift return.
I'd give you one of my maps, only
The frozen depths, is it? Or the icy depths, even. Let's go back to the crossing. We need to go to the blacksmith. I almost forgot about that.
How can I help? A stealthy instrument, to be sure, but equally deadly. A design for that one came to me in a dream. You want to know how it's made? Come close. It's a secret. This craft has been passed down by my family for thousands of years. always knew you'd become a great hero.
Alright. And alright, and we could continue on.
May the gods smile up.
I'm building up for ethereal gear. Alright, new dungeon. Alright. Oh. There's just a blacksmith right there? Nothing ominous about all this. Shadows, huh? All right. Whew. goes in here? What? What does that mean to unlock then? I don't know. But we will find out as we continue on. But yeah, if you are someone that is going to check out my Discord, I posted a new poll just today because I had a thought after last stream, last Wednesday stream. And honestly, one of the games both I want to play is the Dragon Delta game. And I realized I could probably make Humor Bella and Kiara in there. Without playing 14? Alright, there we go. So that is something that is an option, and I want to see people's reaction to the possibility. So go ahead and vote on whether or not you want to see that by dropping by my Discord.
Thieves! You dare enter our city! Thieves! You dare enter our city! You've underestimated me.
Snap, and it seems that we're not going to be getting an alliance here, just more fights.
You've underestimated me. I will not be defeated again. You've underestimated me. I failed again.
Again.
Your power is nothing compared to his.
Okay.
Bravely ran away, I did!
Okay. And it's getting a bit... That happened. Okay, I did not take into account my own health that time. I did not look over at it for a bit. Okay, I don't know where that is supposed to go. Ah. All right.
Think you can challenge me? Let's see what you got. Trample them into dust! Why don't you just lay down and die?
Stable master, huh? Summon ghost forces. That's nonsense. Keep forgetting that this is a mechanic this dungeon has.
Why does it end here?
At the very least, this faction of enemies. Frozen plate fragments. And
New weapons for the anvil. I will strengthen you, or cast you back into the fire. I must break you.
Oh, shadowy sentry. Okay. Go up. Go up. Get rid of this archer.
weapons for the anvil, I will
Or the
strengthen you,
blacksmith.
or cast you back into the fire.
I called
I
it.
must break you. I must break you. I was forged in fire. Now I'm quenched in ice.
Okay, and where is the... there it is. Alright, frozen plate fragments. Okay. All right. Okay, and that was a pitfall. Alright, and grab that. Uh, go. And you, Captain Zenith. Them. Alright. Frozen March Savants. Wait. Oh, that's the one we were going in. Okay. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I mean, skill boosts are not optimal, but alright, so that is not a way forward after all. Okay. Alright. Let's get this floating one first. Alright. Shadow Wave. There's no archer towers, so we got that going for us. Enchanted frozen fragments. And there we go. Okay. This looks like it could be explored. It's shedding light. Oh. If this were a D&D campaign, I would 100% investigate this. Undead wraith of ice and frost. Ice and shadow. But it's not over yet. We sought him out. We beat him. Apparently. Yeah, we got his seal. And that fell. An epic essence just laying around. Oh. And to deliver it, we need to exit the dungeon, which will happen. Ah. defeat them. And there we go. And we're getting a lot of stuff here. And all told, and we're still only 2 hours in. Yeah, okay. This way. Frozen necromancers. Yeah, we have necromancers here. Ice and darkness necromancers, to be specific. You know, one type of campaign I've been discussing a possibility of with the other people in my group is actually a deep sea setting. Oh. Okay. Nope. That glitch. That glitch. Wanted to do with a deep sea campaign. I wanted to reskin a Triton as a blobfish and have a giant or a giant isopod as a familiar, because that just seemed like fun to me. This all started when we were talking about how to reskin things like goblins to make them more interesting and also terrifying. And what is that about goblins work? And I was like, you know what? A deep sea campaign would be interesting. And then the character idea just came to mind. Blobfish wizard with giant freaking isopods. There you are. That was close. That was close. I looked away from HP. I'm getting used to talking and doing things at the same time, though. But yeah, that is my idea for a deep sea origin character. Next time I play as a wizard, I will actually make this character to test them out. I don't know what school of magic they would eventually go with. Or anything like that yet. Okay. All right.
You're it? Come to challenge me? Pathetic!
That's a area of effect is in trap. Like that.
You're it? Come to challenge me? Pathetic! Impossible!
Him and the treasure chest. He was making ice statues of himself. Alright, so this was not the way forward. This was a bonus boss that we were able to take on. Okay. So we gotta go this way. First, though, let's check to see if we have any better gear, which we do here. Bonus armor and shield. Skin of stone damage resistance is too good to pass up, really. Hi, Marco. Hi, buddy. Okay, now in here is This is the way we came from, though. Okay. Okay, there we go. And we fall. Hi. It didn't register the jump we tried. Where are we respawning? Oh. Hi. Hello. Hello. Alright, so we need to go that way. Okay, we respawned at a good spot. Hi, buddy. Marco decided it's time for attention, didn't you? Hello. Hello. Yeah, I'm still streaming. I'm still streaming, buddy. What's up? What's the matter? Oh, you're putting your paw on my foot. You're just holding me. Oh. I love you too, Marco. You're a good boy. Marco's such a good boy. Yes, you are. Hello. Hello. Marco. Yes, that is my ear. Okay, those are my headphones you're pushing up off of my head. Hi. Hi, puppy. Marco's a good boy. Marco's a good boy. Hello. Hello. You good boy. Okay. Andy's done. I know you want. We will, but not just yet. There we go. Alright. That was bad. Here we go. Alright, so Having it say we died from misfortune is... it's nice. It's a feel of it's not your fault. Environmental damage and all that. Skeletal priest, huh? Alright.
Well, I asked the king for more workers. But get to work. Overtime! You'll be nice in no time. I asked the king for more workers. But get to work. I asked the king for more workers. But get to work. Finally, a break.
Mandatory overtime. Yeah. And no interaction there. Further down is this way. Oh. Okay. crouch down there being a pain, but let's see if there's anything we have that's better than what we have currently equipped. That's unlikely, but it's possible. So first, sell all the commons. We got superiors and rares, which I'm not sure what is higher tier between the superiors and rares, but honestly, when I get to where I can remember that, I might start selling that tier as well. Here. This is the sort of treasury, it would seem. I don't know if we can loot from it, but oh, the Goblin King.
Well, well, come to see the Goblin King, have you? The Goblin King doesn't take prisoners. King doesn't take prisoners. The Goblin King! Sorry for your death.
Oh. I failed into loot. Okay.
Well, well. Come to see the Goblin King, have you? The Goblin King! The Goblin King doesn't take prisoners! The Goblin King! The Goblin King doesn't take prisoners!
I beat him, but I died.
Curse on you.
I think this means I lose out on the treasure. The treasure is there. I hate the Goblin King. Okay. And this way. Honestly, if my damage output was better, I might have had a easier time with the Goblin King. Okay. Sorry. Alright, let's go down this way. Level 14 is good. I want to try and beat this dungeon before ending stream. Stretch. Okay. Sorry for the delay on noticing that. I'm still trying to figure out how to keep talking on stream while playing the game. I'm not talking about my acting campaigns in case any of my players watch me. I told them about my streams and everything, so they might. There's a lot going on with this. And I could probably talk about the campaigns I'm a player in. That's something I could do. Alright. There we go. Let's see, what to start with. Well, there's only one that I'm actively a player in currently. So, my character in that is a warlock. A undead pact warlock with Pact of the Chain because of we used a life path system and rolled random stats in order with only the 3d6. Alright, there's either something down there and falling is the right way to do this, or there's a way back up. Killabunga! Ha! It was both. Okay, it's not a portal situation. Right, so my character. We use the life paths system, so we have minimal control over how the character's situations. Oh, we have a switch here. And we're supposed to ride it. Okay. And a lot of what happened with that is I got a lot of very bizarre stuff. That's only what I know about. I won't talk about the backstory, or in case other players of that campaign are here, but I will talk about what we've encountered so far. In the very first dungeon situation we went to, my character, honestly, he didn't want to be a leader, and didn't need to be. Everyone seemed to have everything together, and he advised on avoiding unnecessary fights and focusing on the objective, as we didn't need anything else from the dungeon we were in. Alright, so that is pointless direction there. Quite the opposite of what you would do in a video game. Alright, and when we fought the undead, possibly an alchemist skeleton, if I had to try and place it.
See you, Peter Booty, but what have we got here? Oh yeah, let's get it on!
While we were dealing with that, my character had the thought to permanently destroy this undead. And well, what he did was successful. He did an old blood magic, to be precise, to completely destroy the undead.
Your sticks and arse language, you think you can best me?
Okay. There we go. Let's get this treasure. Alright, so that was the first one, and with what we were able to acquire, he worked at crafting magic items for the party. Using a system that the image implemented into the campaign setting. Okay, that was all a lot. And there's still spiders. In case you forgot which dungeon we just finished. I think this was actually frozen, trapped individuals from every faction we have encountered so far. I didn't pay as much attention as I could have. I need to probably set up some kind of alert for that notification. That way I am aware when it goes off. Alright. And nope, there's nothing there. Has forced my character in that campaign to take a sort of semi-leadership position. Because of other events that happened in that, my character has actually revealed parts of their backstory to the party. And it's just as weird as I was explaining, or as I was trying to hint at. Going into detail on that would probably definitely drive us over the time I'm trying to keep the stream under. So I'm not going to go too into detail, but his magic is different than most, with Warlock and all that. Implements are correct. Teleport. Grab that and look at where he is. Heal. go. Feed him. There we go. Alright, loot, 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 loot. Alright, this way is a dead end. No? Wait. Aha! I learned. We go! Okay. You look like an ice and shadow demon type of thing. You gone? Okay. Defeated it. Got loot, and we continue on. Still not the end of this dungeon. I'm going over time. Or no, this is... This was an optional one, wasn't it? Okay.
Finally, I your challenge.
immortal because he's not taking damage. There you are. No, healing. Taking some damage. You can't heal the command. Lord, you're the boss. Damage now. Oh boy. need that guy. Now we need to get the mage counterpart here.
I am the Necrolord.
Okay. All right. This is going to be another boss, isn't it? And apparently I have no potions at all left. Short swords, great hammers. Lord? Oh. That is... Can I just run past him? I just run past Lorg. I don't want to fight Lorg. I don't like destructive arena or arena destroying bosses. That's just... Okay. Goodbye, Lorg. Trolls. Alright, there we go. We are advancing. So, the one behind the fall of all this is a troll necromancer of some kind. It was a troll that employed a goblin necromancer, because Necrolord is already dead. not destroy the area. I was taking damage. At least it respawns us back here, so we can try that again. I forgot I was out of health potions too. Okay, that is... Okay. Okay, so we have to definitely get out of that blue fire. The blue fire is 100% death. Okay. I need to heal again. And... okay, so we can't beat this guy yet. Let's go back to town and report what we did.
Greetings. Farewell.
We can't do anything with you.
What do you want?
What if we can get better stuff? Looks like we can charge. That's good. Cleave.
You mind if I tell the folks at the tavern that you come here?
Oh. Aggression. Cleave. Call the weak.
Goodbye. How can I help?
Yeah, we can't turn it in until after we beat the dungeon, it seems.
Yes.
Alright, so
Good to
this
see
is
you.
where I'm going to go ahead and call it. And but I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Make sure to drop a follow here on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe down below. No matter the site, no matter the time, hit that bell for notifications and check out my Discord for a go live notification and vote on things like what game I play next, what kind of character I make. Add a bit of chaos to my streams. It makes it more fun. You can also vote as to whether or not I play Dragon's Dogma using my Dwarven Barbarian and my Elven Druid as characters. This will include the sequel, so keep that in mind. It will be my go-to Dwarven Wednesday game for a while. And if you enjoyed my stuff and you want to see more on YouTube, my channel's right here in the middle. But if there's too much for you to go through and my channel is not as organized as I think it is, not a problem. Here on the right's playlist, I'll be playing a different game entirely. It's as good a place as any, right? And if you didn't enjoy my stuff, but you stuck around anyway, you're awesome, you're amazing, and you deserve this video on the left. No idea what it is, but YouTube thinks you'll like it. Stay safe, stay happy, stay crazy. Bye.